so satisfying. Hey peeps, welcome to another video. Today it is my 2022 Make 9 plans. Now I did one of these, well, I've been doing these since 2017 and as Lauren points out, I really don't have to, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the planning stage of things. I enjoy planning out things, writing out things, making these ideas, putting lists together. That kind of side of things I love. I totally love. Until this year, because I'm still filming this in 2021, have not successfully finished and completed a Make 9. I've got really close this year. I've done 8 out of my 9 fabrics, but I would at least once, maybe if I do complete all 9 then I'll stop making these plans, but I would at least once like to actually complete all 9 of my Make 9 plans. So this year I'm doing something different again. The original plan of this was that you're supposed to pick 9 patterns and go for it and make those over the year. I did that to begin with, and all these new and shiny patterns kept coming out and I kept getting distracted, and I think I made like 3. I tried different iterations. I tried being more general. I tried just saying trousers or tops, and again I kind of got distracted and ended up making all the dresses, because this is me we're talking about. So 2020 I did fabrics, thinking that these are some of my favourite fabrics. This will get me to do it, and I think I did 2. So last year I did a fabric collection, and as I say, it's been my most successful Make 9 yet. I did 8 out of the 9 fabrics that I mentioned. Technically I did 7 because I subbed 1 fabric in for another, but you know, I'm gonna say 8. It's fine. You'd think that being my most successful one, I would continue on in that theme. No, I picked patterns. So this year what I am going to do is I'm going to try and work my way through some, not all, because you can see there's some more back there, some of my Deer and Doe patterns. These are mostly ones that I've never made before, but I have them all. I have more. There's 2 more dresses there. There is another, there's a couple of pairs of, there's a couple of skirts here. There's a couple of pairs of trousers there. There's a pair of shorts. I have a lot of Deer and Doe patterns. I went through the website the other day to have a look because there are some that I don't have, and I think there are only 2 Deer and Doe patterns that I love that I don't own. There are lots that I don't own, but there are 2 that I love that I want, and that's gonna at some point make their way into my collection. But I don't sew them up very often. I have made the Deer and Doe Belladon dress a couple of times, and I really like that one. That's back there. I haven't included it because I have made it before. I have made the Bruyere shirt, although that wasn't successful, and that is in here, and I think that's it. But I keep buying their patterns because I absolutely love them. So this year I am going to make them up. I am going to make all 9 of these, and I am going to love them. Without further ado, let me show you which patterns I have picked. First up we have the Luzon trench coat. I believe that all the French names are actually flowers. Somebody told me this the other day on, I think it was on Instagram, and they were like, I was today years old when I realised that all the Deer and Doe patterns are named after flowers. I had no clue. Luzon? I will try and find out what flower that is, and I could be completely wrong having said that. But it's the trench coat. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I want to make this in a stone coloured brushed cotton twill. I want to interline it, and I believe you bias bind all the insides, and I think it's going to look really pretty. I also have some gems that I bought to make a Burberry style inspired trench coat, and I think that I want to use them on this. I think. So it could be a really glitzy trench coat. It could be a big mistake. This is something that I would really like to make up this year, and I think it will work really well with the plans that I have this year, so I'm going to try and make this one. Next up we have the Deer and Doe magnolia. I know that's a flower. We have a magnolia tree. Well, we had a magnolia tree in the front garden. I don't think we do anymore. That's sad. I like the magnolia. I have this beautiful fabric that I got from Alexandra. I have 10 meters of it to try and recreate this Pinterest dress. I had tried to do that with the Simplicity 8013 and failed utterly. It's completely the wrong silhouette. So I've gone back and looked at that dress again, and I actually think that this is going to be much more successful. I will need to make the sleeves way bigger and much more like this one. I am probably going to do, rather than a full maxi dress, because with a maxi dress with maxi sleeves, like wrist length sleeves, I tend tend to feel very evening-y, so I'm probably going to make it mid-calf length. So not quite like the Pinterest image, but I think that the magnolia is going to be a really good starting point for that. And it has two kind of bodices, one that's really low cut and one that's slightly higher cut, which I am very pleased about. The flutter sleeves I love, and then as I say, I'm probably going to smoosh on sleeves like these, which are the 7537 sleeves. But this is going to get made up this year because I've had it for ages. So many beautiful versions of it. Love this. Next is the Deer and Doe Release. I don't know what flower that is. I shall again look that up. This is a really cute dress. I personally prefer the one with a little bow on it, but the button up front one is cute as well. I know I'm going to have to lengthen the torso of this a lot to get it to fit me the way that I would like it to, but I think it's a very cute dress. It's also going to need to be longer. The skirt's going to need to be longer on me because I prefer my knees covered and tops of my calves covered, but that's an easy fix. It's a very easy fix. So I'm going to be interested to see how this one comes out because it's got the little doodads over the arms, which I have proven unpopular with me in the past. But again, it's going to be really easy to smoosh on some sleeves to this if the doodads don't work, or smoosh on some sleeves as well as the doodads, because there's been some Karen Millen dresses recently that have had doodads and bishop sleeves, and those I love. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this one. Next we have the Orchidée, which I believe is orchid, but again my French is appalling as we are realizing from the pronunciation of all these dresses. This is beautiful. It comes as a top and a dress. I would like to make both. This is one of their newer releases. The other new release, the Coquelicot, this back there as well. If I had more space I would have included both of those. I would have just got all my Deer and Doe patterns out, but make 9 is, the name is in, you know, the hints in the name, 9 patterns. So I picked these, but I'm not ruling out going back and making more. I think this is absolutely stunning. Really love this. Cannot wait to make this. It's going to be probably one of my lemon print collection dresses. Very pretty. Like this a lot. Then we have the Cardamom. I thought Cardamom was a spice, but it could come from a flower, like saffron comes from tulips. No, crocuses. Yeah, but the cardamom is gorgeous. I actually think this looks very much like an Anna Mason dress, and it was up for a vote on Patreon and it got pipped to the post by the Peter Pilotto dress. I really like this. I will probably want to make the sleeves a little bit bigger. The sleeves do look like they have plackets on them though, which is great because I really do prefer kind of plackets or continuous laps, as I have mentioned many times now. I think the colour blocking opportunities with this could be really fun. I like the fact that you can have it sleeveless, although with the high collar I will probably put the long sleeves on because I think that's just going to work better for me, but it's a really cute dress. You could even do it so that the sleeves and like the yoke are say from like a white sort of sheer fabric, and then make the body of the dress from something much heavier so that it looks like you've got a shirt on under it. Yeah, that could look really cute as well. Ideas, I have them, because I have one of those see-through sheer spotty viscoses that could work really well for that, and that's in the lemon collection as well. Ooh, yeah, exciting. Next up is the Myosotis, which I believe is Forget-Me-Not, but I could be wrong. I know one of them's the Forget-Me-Not. I did not like this when it came out. It was part of the Sew My Style, I think that's the right one, where it's a collection. You signed up and you were sewing a different garment each month, and there were loads of different varieties in it, and it was a really good idea. I tried starting it and I just didn't keep up with it because the second month was the By Hand London Romana coat, and that was a really big make. I got it traced out and just never progressed any further than that. The Myosotis is on paper not something that you think I would like, but having seen people make this, especially Lynn from Aussie Backbeard, she has made some beautiful versions of this. It's made me want to buy the pattern, so I did, and now I need to make the pattern up. So I would like to try this year. I'm going to need to make some tweaks to it. I'm going to need to put different sleeves on it because I don't like either sleeve up. Well, I don't mind the short sleeve option, but I don't like the ruffle on the sleeve. And I'm probably going to end up adding another tier to the skirt or lengthening the skirt in some way. And I am going to make the bodice fitted with probably ties in it just to nip the waist in, because it's my preference of that's how I prefer my clothes to fit me. But I have seen so many of these that look amazing on the person that I really want to give this a try. Next we have the Deer and Doe Melilot shirt. Again, I have no idea if I am saying that correctly or what flower that is. It's going to be interesting to find out. I really like this. I bought this pattern and the fabric to make the wearable muslin up. It's got zebras on it at one of the Festival of Quilts, and I have as yet to make this pattern up. Mum has made it up and she really likes it and has made quite a few of it, but I have yet to actually attempt this one. This is going to be my year. I'm going to get this shirt done and it's going to be interesting to see how I like it and if I wear it. I really can't wait to find out what flower that is. Gruyere? I have no idea what flower that is either. I could be completely wrong. I'm saying all this and like I could be completely wrong. I love this. I really love the sample that they've made in the kind of like check flannel that they've made it up in, so much so that I went looking for something similar. I ended up with a Robert Kaufman check, which I have got in one of my capsule collections for next year. I have made this once before in a denim chambray and I did a full bust adjustment on it and it was too much of a full bust adjustment. Thinking about it, it might actually fit me now, so I'm going to take that pattern out because I've done all the work, I've traced it all. I'm going to take that pattern out and see how it goes together. I do remember that it didn't have a collar stand, it just had the flat collar that went in and I wasn't overly keen on that, so I might sub in a collar stand collar because it's my preference. But I would really like to get this done, and this definitely leans very pirate, because if I put a belt on and put some tight jeans or leggings under this, because I would make this so it covers my butt, knee-high boots and waistcoat, yeah, I think I love this. I love this. I've tried it once, I didn't make it work for me. I need to go back to the drawing board, start again and see if I can get this looking good on me, because it is a gorgeous shirt. And then finally, the On D sweater. Now this was a present from the very lovely Alex for one of the KB pattern swaps, and I have yet to make this up. She sent me 2 patterns, bless her, which was and they were both very expensive patterns. Very naughty of you, Alex. You didn't stick to the budget, but thank you very much. Alex has also sent me some beautiful fabrics over the years, that some French terries that would be awesome in this. There's one minty green one with sewing machines on it that I really want to make this up in, but I need to do it with a less precious fabric first to see if I like the stuff. I'm going to. It's a cropped fitted jumper. I'm gonna like it. Alex has also sent me some of her Gingerhead & Co labels that I can put on to the finish make as well, which is going to be really special. I am really looking forward to actually getting this made up. I think one of the reasons that I haven't gotten to it is because I have so many jumpers that are similar to this, that it was just like, I will get to it, I will get to it, I will get to it, and then it just kept making the Astoria or the 7634. But this year I'm going to make the On D. I'm going to make up the French terries that Alex has sent me, so that I have a properly Gingerhead & Co jumper, because I'm really looking forward to it, and it would be nice to wear those French terries because they are so beautiful. They deserve to be garments rather than stuck in my stash. So yeah, that is my 9 patterns. As I mentioned, I have the Fumeteur skirt, the Azara skirt, I have the Chataigne shorts, the saffron jeans, I have the Sirocco. I've completely forgotten that I've made the Sirocco. I do have the Sirocco as well. The Coquelicot, the Belladone, the Lupin jacket. I've made the Lupin jacket. Lupin is a flower, I know that. I think that is all of my Deer and Doe patterns. So I have made a few more than I thought I had, but I have got a few more in there that I haven't made up as yet as well. What I would like to do is work my way through all of my Deer and Doe patterns, but these are the 9 that I was most excited about. Do you think I can do it? You were also positive and encouraging on last year's one. Let's see if I can get this year's one done. I really hope. I really hope I can. Let me know in the comments down below which particular pattern you're looking forward to seeing made up the most, and which one you think would suit me the most, because I think they're all going to be good. I don't think I've picked a dud. Not that there are any duds, but I don't think I've picked one that I'm not going to like, but I'd be interested to hear what you guys think, so let me know in the comments down below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.